Hello everyone, welcome to Tarot for Cats. Tonight's reading is about the Divine Feminine. It's getting close to a full moon, and I wanted to look into the energies, like what queenly energies are we incorporating with this full moon. And I'd like you to cast your cat-like gaze over these three piles and choose the one that resonates most closely. The first pile has clear quartz crystal. The second pile has amethyst and a little amethyst heart. And the third pile has Herkimer diamond. So, pile number 1. If you chose the clear quartz crystal, this is your reading. So this is a reading about the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine is, well, when I think about the Divine Feminine, I think about queenly energy and the full moon. So what is your current connection with your queenly energy? How do you feel about it? That's the first card, is candle, illumination. So I'm going to read the message. How do you feel about it? You feel radiant. Your inner light is guiding your way. You feel illuminated. But your queenly energy might be willing to make sacrifices. Maybe your queenly energy, you feel like a true queen makes sacrifices. Juno, Lucina, the Lady of Light, is the woman depicted on this card. She's holding a candle, which symbolizes transmutation, sacrificing the body of itself in order to let its light shine. This candle represents the fire element and light in the darkness. Your queenly energy is a light in the darkness, a guiding light. Candle flames can be used for divination. Signs and symbols can sometimes be seen that provide prophetic information. She might be prophetic at the very highest level. This queenly energy holds herself to as an example to life. She's a great role model. She's fulfilling the demands that society gives her. She's grounded, but she has her desires like any queen. So you have a grounded energy, an illuminated, a psychic connection with your queenly energy. You're very in tune. And it radiates outward like this peacock. The second card in this triangle, Divine Feminine Triangle, is the Wizard. He's representing the alchemy of your relationship with your queenly energy. What do you bring, and what kind of queen are you? You're a wizard queen. I guess the counterpart of a wizard is a woman wizard, but this queenly energy is impeccable. You might bring a big ego, this queen is saying, to your relationship. You might need to challenge issues of self-importance, like thinking everything is like thinking too much about the self can take away from your everyday life, like looking at what's around you. Just like that Bruce Lee quote, like, do not look at the finger, look at all the heavenly glory. So this queenly energy, you bring a wisdom. Wizard is a word that originates from the root word wise. You bring spiritual and magical powers, and you're enchanting. You have the occult knowledge, enchantment. You're bringing a test. She's wondering if you're going to pass this test, this queenly energy. It's talking about being impeccable. Make sure your powers are being used for the greater good here with this wizard. The wizard has a lot of responsibility to be impeccable. So, what is the advice from your inner feminine, queenly energy, pile one? The advice or challenges or gifts is camouflage. Oh, how lovely. I loved it on Harry Potter when they mentioned when he got that camouflage cape, and you could tell that was useful. That came in handy. Containment, invisibility. Oh, maybe she wants you to be a little humble here. Define your boundaries. She's giving you camouflage. A cloak enables the wearer to take on its qualities while also providing warmth, protection, and containment. It can represent invisibility too. And maybe she's trying to tell you that even though she's invisible, she's always there. This queenly energy. It can represent invisibility, shrouding intents and potential actions until revelation is appropriate. Wow, she's a queen that doesn't mess around. She's saying, don't let people know your plans. Sometimes keep it to yourself so that you can work in secret. There are many thieves on the road to enlightenment who may well be looking for what you have to give. Move invisibly, cloaking your future plans. Be patient. All will soon be in place for a revelation. Whatever you need to progress will be signposted clearly. Learn how to read and trust the signs. The wise one in you knows when to maintain silence. So, it's a matter of maintaining your invisibility, acting only when necessary, but these are your gifts. She could be giving you, or maybe this is her saying that although you don't see me and I'm invisible, I am still here. Beautiful reading, pile one. I like this for you, for this queenly energy is very strong here, very powerful. Well, that's all I'm seeing tonight for this full moon. Thank you for joining me on Tarot for Cats, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Good evening. Welcome to Tarot for Cats. If you chose the beautiful little heart made of amethyst, this is your reading. So tonight, I was thinking about divine feminine energy. I was thinking about the full moon, and I was wanting to look into queenly energy. So that's what we're doing tonight, and we're doing a triangle, a divine feminine triangle. The bottom card is going to tell me what your current relationship is like with your inner queen, what your connection is. Some clues like how do you feel about it? And it's looking like with Holy Stone, you're feeling like this inner queenly energy is protective. She protects you, pile 2. She offers boundaries and blessings. This holy stone is a sacred stone. Stones like these are, they're They were worn for protection. They could be dedicated to a protective deity. So if you have any protective deities that you look up to, you can devote this stone to one and wear around your neck to ward off negative thought forms or psychic intrusions. I know serpentine makes a very good stone. I've seen some necklaces with the donut shaped serpentine, and serpentine is great for warding off negative influences and protecting you from parasitic energy. This holy stone shows that you are standing in your psychic power at the moment and are, or shortly will be, fully aware of energies that are circulating around you or those you care about. Utilize this sensitivity by tuning in regularly to check that environments are clear and clean. This stone is especially linked to Hecate or Ceridwen, the dark crone goddesses who can be called upon when atmospheres are oppressing or draining. So maybe your divine feminine comes to you, especially in atmospheres where things are depressing or draining. She offers protection. The goddess assists you. Earth elementals can sometimes appear to mop up the denser energies, psychically protecting you, blessing you. That's how you feel. You feel protected and blessed now, or that's your relationship. And the second card is going to be speaking about the alchemy of your relationship with your queenly energy. So what do you bring to the table? What kind of queen are you? You look like a very free queen because there's a raven on that card. Oh, you're a secretive queen, maybe. You've got soul, magic, and mastery. Occult gifts are being activated. Maybe you're activating your queenly energy. Or you're dealing with some shadow work, could be. The raven, like the crow and the magpie, is a magical bird, the keeper of occult secrets that inspire the soul. This is inspiration you're getting from this queen. Like he's got that spiral thread. He's in the clouds. He's about to build a nest. It seems funny, but birds build their dream houses every season. Associated with the dark goddess, the raven is also the bird of the Celtic king Bran the Blessed, whose head is buried on the site of the Tower of London. Legend has it that should ravens leave the tower, the monarchy will fall. Oh. Raven arrives at those times when the veils are thin between your worlds. Maybe you have a very good, swift connection with your inner queen. Also, pile 2. You have trust the visions. Know that the nature of light is to penetrate darkness. In order for integration to be taking place, shed light on situations in your life. Initiate into the mysteries. Keep secrets and hold your tongue. Yes, maybe you're very careful with your communication with your inner queen. Like you make sure it's important before you ask for anything. It's usually like for protection, I think. Let me see. So, what advice is your inner queen giving tonight on this full moon, divine feminine evening? The fertility, healing, and harmony. Oh, she wants you to be harmonious. Chalices represent the water element, feelings, and emotions, and the psychic and intuitive aspects of life. They also represent fertility on all levels. The chalice is used to honor the goddess. The most famous chalice is the legendary Holy Grail, thought by some to represent the bloodline of Christ and the womb. She wants you to go with the flow, to experience new things, to fill your cup. Pile 2. Even though you have intense feelings, you are healing. Think of how to heal yourself and others around you. And she wants you to thrive in your new projects. Pile 2. I'm sorry, this card, it says 3. So I drew another card because I wanted to clarify, or it came out. So this card is an extra, and I'm assuming it's offering further advice about this relationship. So I'm going to read the meaning for 6-rayed star. Unification, the heart, union, balance. When you draw the 6-rayed star, you're being called to remember the importance of harmony and balance. Harmony and balance will bring fertility into your life. You're being called to remember how to relate to the world, how to find that point of unification where your heart is truly open. So I think she wants to talk about doing something in the world that really resonates with your heart, that opens your heart. Your heart holds the answer. Find ways to harmonize your feelings. Yes, harmonize those feelings. Alchemy is possible now, a blending of masculine and feminine to create something completely fresh and new. She wants you to be fertile with this chalice. She says you're protected and it's time to unite 2 elements to create something completely new. Well, Pile 2, this is all I'm seeing tonight. Thank you for coming to the reading, and I'll see you next time on Tarot for Cats. Good evening, cats. Tonight, we're investigating the divine feminine. We're looking into the aspects of your relationship with the divine feminine, with your queenly energy. And I've created a divine feminine triangle. So the first card will tell me what your current connection is with your queenly energy. How do you feel about it? And we have the womb, the cauldron. You feel created in your queenly energy. You feel there's potential. You have wise intentions, and you feel the queenly energy as a void, an everlasting void, a universal. Like when you think of a womb, you think of darkness and warmth, where something can incubate. The cauldron represents Saridwen, the Celtic goddess of the dark moon, the deep and the source of creation. You feel it's like you've been created by this queenly energy. Enchanter, who decides upon the focus for any incantation spoken over it. It's like you feel like it's created who you are. There could be a pregnancy coming or a new situation in your life. There's an emptiness, like a potential, like this queenly energy could be anything I'm feeling, anything she wants to be, anything she wants to give birth to put life into, especially like a life that you love. And what you put in is what you get out. With this queenly energy, that's your connection, that's how you feel. Like you give what you get. It's kind of a balancing act, like a forces of nature. You put into the cauldron to cook a delicious meal, and you can serve all of the people this abundant grain here, like a queen. So I'm going to look at the alchemy of your relationship to your queenly energies. What do you bring to it? What kind of queen are you? Pile 3. You bring insight, vision. You make the visionary queen. You have a plan for the future. You can see in the real sense. That's this crystal ball. You could see not just the surface, but the underlying currents, the potential. Maybe you need to look more at the potentials. Like, follow your own counsel. Like, if there's something that you want to do, even though some people might say it's not a good idea, sometimes it really is a good idea. Like, they don't really know and you don't know until you try. Clarity of vision can sometimes seem isolating, but as each drop of water makes up a river, and each river makes up an ocean, follow the course that is right for you, and you will meet up with others whose river is flowing to the same ocean as yours. Beautiful. I think you bring harmony, like you come together like rivers, you and this queenly energy, and she guides you, she helps you. Once we detach from third dimensional restrictions, we can travel to other realms to find what it is that we seek. Maybe you see this queen in your dreams. That's part of the alchemy. She may appear as some sort of character like a cat or teach you something. Maybe you can, she's saying you can look into the crystal ball and see, get some clarity. I'm going to read the third card. Now, what advice does your queen have for you? And the third card is the Queen of Elfame, magic and beauty. Beauty, magic, potential. She's saying you have potential. She's given you beauty, maybe? She's made you very beautiful. Deep within the caverns of our mother, the earth, lives the elfin queen, leader of the fairy and the little people. The doorways to her world are many. Known also as the Morrigan, the Queen of Elfame embodies all 3 aspects of the triple goddess. She is recorded in the myths and legends in the characters of Morgan Le Fay and the Lady of the Lake. You have the ability to see through illusions when this card appears. So maybe the queen has given you abilities to see through illusions, to tap into other realities, and to bring magic and beauty to all that you touch. Allow your spirit to fly where it wants to go, to the land of dreams, to the land where the dreams can come true. Beauty is as beauty does. That's something my great-grandcatty said, and I believe it. Wow, it's very beautiful queenly energy. Don't focus too much on outward appearances. Focus on substance with this cauldron here. Well, thank you for joining me tonight on this full moon Divine Feminine reading. I hope you're having a lovely evening, and I'll see you next time on Tarot for Cats.